Hi, Tim. Pleasure to have you here to share your thoughts on water and hygiene. You are the CEO of WaterAid, a well-known international not-for-profit organization dedicated to clean water, decent toilets, good hygiene, normal for everyone, everywhere, within a generation. That's what I call a powerful purpose. Washing our hands saves lives. But how do you do that without access to clean water? That is the question you ask in your latest campaign. How big is the problem of access to clean water? Can you expand on that for me?
It is a big problem. 800 million people don't have access to clean water today. Just under 800 million. But when we think about water, we should remind ourselves that a lot of people have gained access to water. So like 1.4 billion people in the world gained access between 2000
So
and
we can
2000.
make progress.
So
It's not that
progress can be made. When you think about hand washing, though, and you think how many people have access to water and soap in their own home, it's only there's 2 in 5 households in the world you can't wash your hands. So that's not good enough. And that highlights the problem. It's a similar problem in clinics and in schools. So about half of clinics and schools don't have these basic facilities. And until the world has developed a vaccine for COVID, it's the front line of defense. And I would also say COVID is just one disease, but an investment in hygiene is going to have many, many benefits. It's a foundational investment. It makes societies more climate resilient. It supports health. It supports the economy. And very importantly, it's vital for education, vital for children. But that's enough from me. Peter, you guys have been busy at Unilever. You're doing a lot on this. Tell me more.
Yeah, it's actually amazing. When William Lever founded this business almost 120 years ago, or maybe even more than 120 years ago, his mission was to make cleanliness commonplace. And we're still working on that DNA. The last 6 months have been incredibly busy because the demand for our products has went through the roof. And just supplying these products, producing it, scaling up production, delivering them to all the faraway places around the world has been an enormous task. And I must say, the supply chain did heroic work in that space. What we also did, we donated 100 million pounds of free product, bleach, cleaners, hand wash products around the world, and is the largest in-kind contribution that the UNHCR ever received from the private sector. So we are very proud that we could make this contribution. But just the supply of products is not good enough. We are a marketing company. We're into behavior change. And this was a moment where the world needed behavior change. We need to step up our hygiene, whether that was personal hygiene, hand hygiene, whether it was services hygiene. And we redirected our marketing machine on behavior change message. I led a program around surface hygiene where I explained people that they could use bleach, anyone's bleach, not only the Unilever bleach, to target specific surfaces, like, for example, doors, door openings. So we did a lot of work in that space. And we also set up partnerships around this behavior change with the UK Department of International Development. We set up the Hygiene Behavior Change Coalition. We partnered with the London School of Hygiene and Tropical Medicine. And together, we set the target that we want to reach 1 billion people to have an impact very fast. So yes, it has been busy at Unilever. So you are working hard. We are working hard. but we are seeing relatively slow progress with SDG 6 on wash. What can we now do to speed that up? It's clearly the weak link in the global defense. What can we do, Tim?
I agree. I think speeding up progress towards SDG 6 is vital over the next 10 years as we head towards 2030. And COVID is just another reason, another rationale to do this. From WaterAid's perspective, we innovate practical, sustainable solutions on the ground, and we seek to work with partners such as yourselves or with governments, other private sector actors to achieve scale. And the numbers you were quoting just now just illustrate the potency of an organization like Unilever to reach and positively affect the lives of billions of people. And if we look, one area I think we're both passionate about is the area of schools. And if you look at schools, and getting children back to school is such an important thing. 2 in 5 schools don't have hand washing facilities. That's
2 in 5 schools.
2 in 5. 800 million children in the world can't wash their hands at school. And if you look at the 60 countries that are most at risk from COVID, it's actually 3 in 4 children who cannot wash their hands at school.
And medical institutions, do they all have
similar statistics on medical institutions? And investing in hygiene, it's a no regrets strategy because it will have many other benefits. And also, if we focus on schools, you and I are both parents, we both know if the children learn something at school, quite often they bring it home and they have a very positive role model effect on their, if we're not washing our hands, we get told off, right?
It is clear, it is really clear that sanitation, water is like super important. But, and people are working on it, the United Nations, the World Bank, you guys are working on it. But what can people who watch this video, what can they do? What can people do themselves to make an impact?
I think as we have illustrated in this conversation, a lot more needs to happen. Yes, good things are happening, but not enough. And so I would ask anyone watching this, share the video with other people. Go to our websites, Unilever, WaterAid's website, find out more, and tell your governments to prioritize hygiene, prioritize hand washing. Everyone in the world, wherever they live, should be able to wash their hands with water and soap and should have a clean and safe toilet.
So to break the global COVID chain, we need to make sure that we solve this, not only in our own backyard, but around the world. Otherwise, we'll never be safe.
Yes, and we need solutions that last.
Okay, thank you so much for your time, Tim. Always delighted to speak to you. Great that you could be here. And we certainly look forward to continue the fight for access to wash everywhere together with you. Thanks again.
Thank you so much.